Welcome back, gentlefolk and rapscallions of all persuasions. This is another not kind of fun video. I feel like this is something that in the book space should be talked about because I know that a lot of us like art, like books, and the fact that Amazon and Audible have such a monopoly on the audiobook world. If you're unfamiliar with it, maybe you heard about how Sanderson didn't put his secret projects on Audible until they came to the table and decided to talk about giving their authors more royalties. Unfortunately, what they did and what they are doing is not as good as we maybe would have hoped. So let's go to the whiteboard and talk about this a little bit. So if you have an Audible subscription, what you do is you pay your money and you have credits that you spend, and this can be used to buy any of Audible's books that they have on the platform, which is good, right? That's fine. This is how Audible has always worked. You spend your money, you get your credit, you get your book. There's a whole formula that they use to calculate out, based on the purchase price of the book, what share of that credit revenue that the author gets. They've recently introduced something else called the Audible Plus catalog, which for a cheaper membership of $7.95 every month, you can listen to anything that you want in here. But as the old adage goes, you will own nothing and you will like it, because compared to what you buy with the credits that you keep after you leave the Audible platform, even if you cancel your membership, you keep your books forever, which I'm kind of curious to see if they end up going back on that after backlash that's kind of happening right now. These books, you stream them like you would on Netflix. If you cancel your Netflix subscription, it's not like you can still watch Arcane, because that's part of the streaming model. Which, here's where the issue comes in. If it was just the credits going to buy books and just the all-you-can-listen going to the streaming, that would be fine. But what is happening is Amazon is subsidizing this pool by taking money from the authors that you buy with your credits and subsidizing this pool of listeners. And they have said that this pool is going to stay small. They're not going to be as premium as the authors available here, which authors can elect to join the pool, but there's no guarantee that Audible is not going to expand this. And there are other ways that Amazon could be doing this and Audible could be doing this, with things like public domain works that they go through the production cost for being in this pool. But again, having the subscriber base for this pool being the ones funding it, and the credits funding this pool over here. And I have a complicated relationship with Amazon and Audible because I have a self-published book. I did it through KDP because Amazon has the biggest reach, and that's how they get you, because they have the biggest reach. And the royalties that you get are higher by a significant margin if you are exclusive on Audible versus wider distribution. And Sanderson's attempt to get them to close that gap resulted in this model where, sure, if you decide to go with the royalty structure that they're giving you, you might make more of your royalties, but this structure that's set up, taking money from the people that you are trying to buy a book from with dedicated money and putting it in this, where there's no ownership, it's just all you can listen, is probably not the best thing that they could be doing. And so there are very few things that I listen to that are Audible exclusives, and I am going to cancel my Audible membership. It's not the first time that I've done it, because I canceled it back when Sanderson brought all of this into the spotlight with his secret projects, and I didn't reactivate it until he came back and put his secret projects on Audible and said, yeah, okay, seems like it's going to be okay. But I think that we all know at this point that capitalism is not inherently bad, but corporations that are deliberately sequestering resources are. And Amazon is not hurting for money. They're just trying to grab more of it. So this was kind of a downer of a video. Daniel Greene has done a whole bunch about this on his channel. He's done interviews with Robin Sullivan, the wife of Michael J. Sullivan, and they have a change.org petition. Go sign the petition. If Audible is the only way that you listen to audiobooks, please know that there are other options. There are indie audiobook subscriptions. There's the library that you can get audiobooks through. Are you going to get things as soon as they release? Probably not. But this may just drive me back to reading more ebooks and more physical books, because if I can't get the audiobook through Audible, I'm not going to sign back up. So do all those delicious things that feed the almighty algorithm. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.